Guys, this is it. I'm finally starting Red Rising, and I'm kind of terrified. Everyone says Red Rising will destroy me, so naturally, I decided to do a reading vlog for it. I've literally had this book on my shelf forever, and so many people have recommended this to me. And you know what? I just can't put it off any longer. I am dealing with serious FOMO. I need to know what all the hype is about. So today, we're going to start Red Rising. Holy crap, we're starting off strong. That was just page 1. I would have lived in peace, but my enemies brought me war. I watched 1,200 of their strongest sons and daughters, listening to the pitiless golden man speak between great marble pillars, listening to the beast who brought the flame that gnaws at my heart. I love the way this is written, and it is just book 1. Holy crap. This first page just really set us off at a good spot. So I really haven't read that much. Yesterday, I read the first couple pages and I got to the part about his dad and I was a little shocked. I didn't expect that. We're starting off real brutal here. I ended up going for a walk this morning and I started listening to the graphic audio. I didn't expect them to have accents in the graphic audio. It's kind of nice. I'm starting to get a picture of this world. We have our main character, Darrow, and he's a helldiver. He is in the pits underneath Mars, digging these deep holes to farm, I think it was some type of helium. I can't remember the exact gas. I think it was a helium. And this gas that they are farming is supposed to be helping terraform the planet, I guess, for the rest of Earth to come over. I'm not exactly sure what's going on Earth, of why we have to leave, but I guess we have to for some reason. I just don't like my hair today. Sorry. I know I'm messing with it. I just don't like it. It's very flat today. But anyways, so I went on a walk. I listened to this audio and I'm only on chapter 3 on page 20. And Darrow has a wife named Io. As he was on his way home after drilling all day, there was like this, where is it? I tapped it. There was this lady on a hologram saying some stuff. She said, "You brave red pioneers of Mars, strongest of the human breed, sacrifice for progress, sacrifice to pave the way for the future. Your lives, your blood, are a down payment for the immortality of the human race as we move beyond Earth and Moon. You go where we could not. You suffer so that others do not." It is helium. Helium-3 that you mine is the lifeblood of the terraforming process. Soon, the red planet will have breathable air, livable soil. And soon, when Mars is habitable, when you brave pioneers have made ready the red planet for us, softer colors, we will join you and you will be held in highest esteem beneath the sky your toil created. Your sweat and blood fuels the terraforming. Always remember that obedience is the highest virtue. Ugh. So I'm already getting a vibe here. We have different colors. There's gray, there's gold, and there's red. I think those are the only 3 I've read about so far. And gold seemed to be the highest. Gray seemed to be the enforcers that don't really need to enforce. And red are the diggers. They're digging up Mars. So very interesting. And a very hard life. They live on very meager rations. That's what confuses me a little bit. For everything that this hologram is saying, why are they being fed so poorly? I don't understand. If you're these pioneers that are helping Earth, right? And you're doing the Lord's work, essentially. Why are you not being fed properly or treated correctly? And why is no one questioning that? Well, I guess some people are questioning it, but why aren't more people not questioning that? I don't understand. And also, there's like this, what is this guy's name? Ugly Dan. He's disgusting. I very much dislike Ugly Dan. Ugh, he just gives me the ick. Also, his uncle. His uncle gives me the ick too. Gross. Anyways, I'm going to continue reading. I just wanted to let you know my first initial thoughts on this book. I think we're in for quite the ride. I can't believe that just happened. All of that just happened in 50 pages of book 1. I feel so upset. I feel stressed. I think I'm going to take a minute. I don't even want to talk about what just happened because huge spoilers, but holy crap. Where do we even go from there? I have read some things. I'm sorry if you hear any noise in my background. I'm hoping this mic filters it out. I don't know. There's so much going on right now, but I had to stop what I was doing to give you a small update. I'm almost halfway through Red Rising. I mean, this was a little bit ago, but I have seen what Darrow has seen, and I feel physically unwell. I actually feel sick about what's going on. I did have an idea that was roughly it, or that was one of the many things going on in this world, but I feel sick and disgusted and upset. And I see where we're going right now that I'm about halfway in, and what is expected of Darrow. And I don't know how he's going to do it. I mean, I know he's physically capable of doing what he needs to do, but like how? How are you going to do this? I don't know. How are you going to do this and still stay true to yourself? Because there are, and I don't feel like this is a spoiler because it kind of says it on the back of the book, but I feel like when you go undercover and you're undercover for a very, very long period of time, and I could be wrong here, but it is very hard to not just play into your character of the person that you're pretending to be. It is hard to remember who you are at your core. And I mean, I even have experienced that a little bit when you go deep into RP. Like, you get so into your character that you have to remind yourself what's going on is not really me. I am just playing a character. Darrow is going into a much more serious situation. A lot of things have happened to him. He's been kind of traumatized in very different ways. And he is going into this situation hoping to fool a lot of people. And he's keeping his name, Darrow. Is that not like a ding, 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 ding to anybody else? I don't know. I'm excited to see where this book goes, but I'm also very anxious to see where this book goes because it can end very, very badly. It's such a good book, though. It is such a good book. I don't know why I've had these books for so long and not picked them up. I'm tabbing it, not for any type of purpose of analyzing the book. I'm purely tabbing it for the vibes and things that have impacted me, or like big holy crap moments. I'm going to make my husband read this after I'm done. And I want him to be able to see moments that like were really big moments for me. Like, for instance, some of Eo's thoughts at the beginning were like very, very eye-opening, I feel. Anyways, I'm not feeling great today. I pretty much have some time to read. I'm just going to rest and try to not feel like crap, to be honest. So I'm going to make myself a coffee, literally hop right back in bed. And I don't know. I don't know if I'll feel like reading a lot or if I'll just want to go back to bed, but I'm going to try to read some and see what the heck's going to happen to Darrow. Oh my God. It has been a couple days since I've officially finished The Red Rising. I think I'm finally ready to talk about it. I had so much to process with this book. The ending completely just blew my mind. I didn't see that coming, and I felt like I was kind of in shock. You know what I mean? I get the hype. I now get the hype of this book. I do see why some people would compare this maybe to the Hunger Games. However, I think it's way more mature. Honestly, I think it's better. I think that was a great YA book, with oppression and stuff like that going on. I don't really want to say too much because I don't want to give anything away that's in this one. But this one is a very adult book, even though most of our characters are teenagers, young teenagers, 17, 16, something like that. This book was fantastic. We started off with Darrow believing he was mining underneath Mars in order to help humanity. He was, in a sense, him and his people were martyrs. They're doing a good man's work so that other people can survive and live and eventually come and colonize Mars. He finds out really early on in the book. Something happens. He finds out he's been lied to. All of his people have been lied to. And these systems are in place to keep them down. So you have reds that are the miners of society, the workers, right? You have grays, which is the police force. Pinks are made for pleasure. Obsidian is your wartime army. So everyone is kind of bred for the role that they are born to. And then you have the golds. The golds are the leaders. They go and conquer new worlds, new systems. They keep the order. And I find the politics in this extremely interesting because at the end of the day, we are following a bunch of kids and their viewpoints on world, on life, on what's going on is very different. That's all I'm going to say about that. It's very cool. Some of the best side characters I've ever read. Sevro, Mustang. I need more Sevro and Mustang in my life as soon as possible. Some of my favorite characters. Also some of the most despicable characters that I've read. And I really enjoyed reading about all of them. And I want to know more. We only get little tidbits of people's backgrounds for the most part. And I want to know more. And I think we're going to get that in the next book. Another thing with Red Rising is they do not care who is killed off. There were definitely moments where I was this guy is the main bad guy of the book. This is going to be our nemesis, right? No, I didn't know who our main bad guys were. Besides the overarching golds. But when you get to the part, you'll know what I'm talking about. Or if you've read it, you know what I'm talking about. Very shocking to me. But I loved it because it kept me picking this book up. Loved the infiltration. Loved everything Darrow had to go through. I think I'm going to need to jump right into, oh God, what's it called? Golden Sun? I think it's called Golden Sun. Right into book 2. Let me see. Tell me what book 2 is. Yeah, right into Golden Sun because I don't think I can leave off with this book the way that it is. I can't just take a break. So I feel like my thoughts were very chaotic. I'm sorry. I still feel a little flabbergasted at what went on in this book. I can't stop thinking about it. And I just don't want to spoil anything for you if you haven't read this book because all of the shocks, all of the plot twists are completely worth it and they're so good. So I think it's time to end this vlog right here because I'm pretty sure it's long enough for one book being read. And I think I'm gonna go start another one for Golden Sun because there's no way I'm stopping right here. Thank you guys so much for going on this reading journey with me. If you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like.
I'd appreciate it. I would love to know. Let me know in the comments if you've read this book. And if not, add it to your TBR because you won't regret it. I hope y'all have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.